Welcome back to Trespasser, guys and ladies, with me, the idiot. Right off the bat here, you can see I'm continuing from where we just left off in part 1 of this level, Mountaintop. These guys are just really eager to get started, it seems. So eager, in fact, that I can't open the gate because they are pushing... Oh, wait. They're sort of pushing against it and stopping me from opening it. I'm gonna see if I can force my way through here. There we go, okay.
3 shots.
And I'm gonna die. We're not gonna start like that, don't you worry. We'll kill this guy. There we go, okay. Oh, this guy got a little compressed too. Here we go, we have some more compression going on. If you guys watched Craters, you saw the first instance of what I like to call compression. Oh, and he popped out. Sometimes their head and tail hitboxes kind of merge with their body and they turn into like this little compressed chicken sort of thing. I love that. It's wonderful. It's another one of the magical things about this game that just makes it so great. If I was a reviewer and I was playing the game and I saw that,
8 left.
like 10 out of 10 immediately. Just like people were way too harsh on this game. This game is, you know, it's glitchy, it's a little broken, but it's fun and it's weird and it's magical. Look at this clusterfuck here, by the way.
4, 2, 1.
It's actually easier to shoot without moving because Anne kind of bounces around. Her gun arm bounces around while you're walking, and it's easier to just, you know, stop, stand there. Okay, I now have 4 velociraptors on me. This is not good. You see, actually, the AI limitations of the original game have been modified by Trespasser CE. I don't know if that's a setting that the mods... Oh! That was a missing sound effect. That's how the game plays missing sounds, for those of you who don't know. It's just a loud, censored beep. I didn't swear there, I swear. I didn't say something so bad I had to cut it out. That was just the missing sound effect thing for the game. I wonder if I maybe have to push this radio here. Sometimes that's how you beat these levels. Nope. Okay, so, now, outside is not looking very safe, I must admit. I'm gonna have to try to maybe make a run for it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push the door open, and hopefully I can block anything to my side. Oh, look at that guy. Look at that guy. He's compressed. Whoa, they're eating me through the wall. Okay, this is really fair. Oh my god, the compressed guy, they've learned to open doors. Oh no. It's like the movie. Oh god. I can hear the music in my head from the movie. The bum 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 bum. You know that, the cue. This is not good. Oh my god, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 raptors. The retail game can only handle 3 at a time, so the limitations have actually been disabled by Trespasser CE. I have it set to a limit of 6, I believe, because that's the most the game can handle before it starts glitching. We're gonna have to beat this guy to death with the gun. It's the only solution I can come up with. Yeah, the game, if you try to go over 6 dinosaurs, physics stop working. I mean, it looks like the physics aren't working here, but they are. So yeah, so that guy's down, so let's, hopefully get out this door here. This fucking guy has kind of barricaded me inside. Oh my god, look at this. This is great. This is, I mean, whoa, oh my god, I'm stuck in the ceiling. This guy is having a spasm. We are catching some Trespasser magic here. Oh my god. Look at this guy flickering. That's something you don't see very often. Oh my god. I am at a loss for words. This is glorious. This is what we're here for, guys and ladies, boys and girls, you know, creatures and other creatures. This thing right here. This is what Trespasser's all about, in my opinion. I am unfortunately... Uh-oh, and we're lagging out. Okay, I am going to have to probably quit and come back to deal with this. 1 second, guys. Okay, as you can see, I'm still in this Lovecraftian purgatory here. I'm gonna have to, unfortunately, cheat my way out of here. I'm not going to cheat to get away from the dinosaurs. That's going to be a whole additional adventure, but I am going to cheat to get out the door, because I think that raptor has legitimately wedged the door shut. Alright, now it's time to fucking boogie the hell out of here. We are going to skedaddle as fast as humanly possible. We're going to make like a tree and get the hell out of here. Oh great, now there's a Tyrannosaurus as well. That's the brown T-Rex, which appears in some of the later levels in Retail Trespasser. Pretty cool pattern on that Rex, actually. I quite like it. It feels very realistic to me. Although I do like the way the Jurassic Park dinosaurs look, if I really think about the way I personally envision dinosaurs to look, like, you know, with all the scientific evidence, I think that brown T-Rex, which can't really see him, he's behind the trees, but I think that to me represents a pretty accurate rendition of what I think a dinosaur's pattern might look like. A little bit bird-like, right? Since dinosaurs are supposedly birds. I always say this, science ruined dinosaurs. I mean, the Jurassic Park dinosaurs are so cool. And then you just look at a T-Rex now, it's just like this big chicken, and you're like, oh fuck, like, that's not cool. I remember going to the museum when I was a kid, the first time I ever saw a representation of a feathered dinosaur. It was a Therizinosaurus, if you guys know what that is. It's that big, it looks like a big, like, ostrich kind of thing with big long claws on its fingers. It was a Therizinosaurus fighting some raptors of some kind, like a Dromaeosaurus or something. And yes, I know all the dinosaur names, by the way. Unfortunately, I'm one of those. But it was a battle between a Therizinosaurus and some Dromaeosaurs recreated at 1-to-1 scale. It was pretty fucking cool. But I remember seeing the Therizinosaurus, and this thing's just covered in like feathers, and I'm like, what? Like, what is this? Why is there a giant like emu? And I remember my dad looked at it and he was just like, what the fuck? And I think he might have been the one who said that science ruined dinosaurs, and I have lived by that motto ever since, because I've lived by that motto ever since, you know, ever since I grew up. I was a little boy in the Bronx, you know. I grew up in Brooklyn. That was a really bad New York accent. I think I did a better one when I tried to do Danny DeVito in my original playthrough. But yeah, I do not like feathered dinosaurs. I think they look kind of lame. They can look cool at times. I really like some of the depictions of raptors with like the feathers on their wings. I think that's cool, but T-Rex with feathers? Nah, that's just a big turkey. Alright, proceeding up the mountain here. Don't really know how far we are into this level. I didn't expect this one to be this long, actually. I had kind of intended on playing some shorter levels today, but looks like that's not happening. I'm trying to kind of knock a bunch of these out in one day so I can have stuff ready for next weekend as well. Because I'd like to maybe play 2 levels a weekend or something like that. Maybe make that a regular release schedule if I can find the time. I do have my midterms coming up, so unfortunately I'm going to have to start studying. I'm pretty bad. I don't study last minute, but I like to save it all till the end. I have a bunch of like readings I'm assigned, and I usually just save those until like I have to do them, so I'll probably start on those next week, I would say. I hope my professors aren't listening. I can only imagine. I'm sure they're not, because, you know, who the fuck is actually watching this game other than, like, weird nerds, but, that's not to say you're a weird nerd. That's to say we're all weird nerds, by the way. Because, I mean, like, if you like this game, like, really, what the hell are you doing with your life? If you're like me and you enjoy Trespasser, yeah. Consult your local therapist. This is a nice little area, by the way. I do like this. And the level I played earlier, that crashed Caldera by Morningstarring, really nice level. Really good jungle environments in that level. He does a really good job of making the jungle feel like a jungle, which doesn't often happen in Trespasser levels because they tend to have the trees and the vegetation spread out. That's one thing I always try to recreate in levels that I make. And it's hard to do. It's hard to do without lots of like custom objects. And tedious hand placement of everything. Wonder what that does. Does this do anything? Am I... Okay. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this mess. Look, this guy just clipping through the floor. That's really fair. I'm gonna say I probably have to go up there. Or maybe not. Oh, I don't know. Man, look at this. This is just a shit show here. Oh, look, we got another folded up guy. Oh boy. Oh no. I don't really know how to react. My way to be worried about something is just to go, oh no, this is not ideal. Let's try climbing up on the crane. We can get away from these guys since they can't jump. If we were playing Trespasser, what's that? What was I gonna say? ATX. These raptors would actually be able to jump and get me. You guys see the compressed raptor kind of run past me there to the side? I just like, you just eventually become desensitized to these things. So where the hell am I supposed to go? I assume I'm meant to get over this wall somehow. I just don't really see the way I'm meant to do that. Maybe I was supposed to flip the lever in the crane the other way, which is very possible. Wonder if I can like ride one of these raptors and get on the back of it. Whoop. Yeah, this might be a little bit impossible with this much action. Did that do it? No. Okay, I'm gonna force this down as far as it'll go. It's still not working. I think we're gonna have to find a way to push the lever up. Ah, we're lagging out again. I think the game's physics are really having a hard time. Too many dinosaurs can cause the game to just do this, I think. Again, I don't really know what the reason for this is, but I'm gonna have to quit and come back. I'll be right back, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, I'm back again in this level, and that's that bug happens regardless of what you do in the level. It's unfortunately it's just a quirk of the Trespasser engine. Nothing against, and you see, yeah, I had to flip the lever up. Nothing against our buddy morningstarring here. That just happens sometimes, and it's nothing against the level itself. Itself. Oh my god, man, I'm just bad at talking. Why am I doing these Let's Play videos? But anyway, let's get back into the action. Unfortunately, my save game was broken, so I did have to fly back here via cheats, because I didn't really want to replay the whole level again. I'm now stuck in the roof, which, of course, this is a building block building, which tend to, because of the way that they tend to use lots of overlapping objects to form their shape, they tend to be a little funky with the physics sometimes. You can sometimes get caught in them more easily than you might get caught in other objects, which is not to say you can't get caught in other objects, because you absolutely can. We see here the terrain doing that weird blurry thing it does too sometimes, which I might be wrong now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, we're lagging out again. Yeah, this is a bit of an issue. Alright, well, I'll be back again. Okay, hopefully it doesn't lag this time. I'm gonna say it probably also has something to do with that glitchy terrain I was talking about before we were so rudely interrupted. Which, again, I haven't seen any water, so I am starting to wonder if maybe it has something to do with the terrain, but that's for me to figure out. As a modder, that's the kind of shit we have to try to solve when we're dealing with this fucking broken engine. Alright, we got another Tyrannosaurus over there. We got some kind of building, which looks like it might have something floating above it. Kind of hard to tell. Uh-oh, morningstarring starting to take after the developers here. Don't do that. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. It was just the render distance. I was gonna say, I know the community is usually, we're pretty good about this sort of thing. Well, other modders are. Maybe not me. Alright, let's grab this. This guy's just gonna camp the exit, it looks like. And we're gonna run past him. Again, T-Rex, not the most intimidating of creatures in the Trespasser universe. That being said, he's about to kill me. Oh boy. I've got to sneeze. Here comes another sudden silent cut. Nope, not happening. I have heard, actually, if you're about to sneeze and you say the word sneeze, you won't sneeze. Figure that one out. Apparently some kind of like weird psychology thing. That's probably not true, but hey, that's an experiment that you guys can try at home. Because I don't recommend you try any of the things you're about to see on this Let's Play at home, because you'll probably, get killed by physics or glitch out, or your life will start uncontrollably lagging or something like that. Or you'll just start acting like I do, in which case you will probably be universally disliked. And I don't want to alienate my viewers from society. That's not my objective. Anyway, we're approaching the top of this mountain here. Nice variety of terrain textures, too. I know they're a little pixelated, but you can't really help that. Sometimes that just happens with Trespasser. I find the larger objects tend to be, terrain objects tend to be, because terrain objects, I've not explained that yet, actually. Terrain objects are basically flat objects with the texture of the terrain, which go underneath your terrain mesh, or on top of it, it doesn't really matter. They go in the level on the terrain, and they determine where the textures will be. I don't know if that's how it works in any other game, but they're kind of like decals in a way. And it's really weird the way it works, but and then they're kind of rendered onto the terrain. That's one thing that Custom Edition can't really do. It can't make the terrain textures any higher quality, which is a bit of a shame, but it has something to do with the way the game compiles textures into the terrain map, if you will. I don't know if that's the right term for it, but anyway, yeah, Trespasser, a very flexible engine, like I said, but it does have a few things that we can't really get around. One of those being the amazing physics you saw back at the bottom of the mountain when I was being attacked by that pack of raptors in that shed, which were just like phasing through the wall on occasion. Maybe they were non-corporeal, or maybe their heads were non-corporeal. Maybe that's what was going on there. We can explain it away like that. It was kind of like those horror movies, you know, where like arms will come out of the wall or whatever and like grab the characters. It was like that, but maybe this is a horror level. This is a gothic horror level. Oh, really? One of my favorite genres of literature, actually. There, gothic literature. I love some of that shit. Very not necessarily scary, but what would you call that? The stories are very weird and wacky. No, that's not the way to describe it.
8 shots.
I do have a lot of recommendations if anyone wants to read those. Not that you care. You came for dinosaurs, and here I am talking about a bunch of people who wrote stories over 150 years ago. But you know.
1. Empty.
Fuck. Grab that M16. This M16 should be. This is another object weapon that was deleted from the game. That M16. I'm not really sure why, because it seems to be pretty functional to me. I know when I was playing. Fuck, I don't want to go down there. Anything but that, please. When I was playing
About 30 rounds.
Caldera, the level which I've said a few times now, I tried. Ooh, this is pretty good against the Tribe Sea Raptors, actually. When I was playing Caldera, the long lost recorded level, I found an M16 that was it Caldera? No, it was Craters. It was Craters. You guys can actually see that video, but there was an M16 in that level which had its physics incorrectly set up, I think, and it was causing all manner of anarchy and strife whenever I tried to aim it. No, this M16 here.
Looks like 20.
It's AM16, M16, AM16, I guess they would say in the South. Is pretty good, and it's pretty easy to aim. It just doesn't really have a sight, but, you know, I can use the rectangular top of it. Maybe it was cut because it doesn't have a proper sight for me to align. I better kill this guy before we end up in another clusterfuck like we had last time. Wow, this gun, it even has a lot of punch to it. I noticed I spun that guy around when I shot him. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby. God, I only sing the worst songs on this channel. And I sing them poorly, too, so the song was already bad and I just made it even worse. Everyone's probably like, dude, why do you just hate all music? I don't. There are some songs I like, but I only like a couple of genres that no one really listens to. I like metal.
It's 9.
I like punk. 2 categories which also usually the listeners are supposed to not like each other, but you know, they're cool, so
3.
I'm going to ignore that stereotype. I think I got enough bullets left in this M16 actually to gun down maybe one more Tribe Sea Raptor. I think 3 is what it's taking to kill them. Then we're going to be a little bit fucked, I think, at that point. A little bit boned. I don't know why I said boned like that. I don't know why I say a lot of things the way I say them. At this point, I'm kind of just rambling because there's not a whole lot to talk about right now. We're kind of just proceeding down this nice little gorge.
That's it.
Ah, fuck. That was not 3 bullets. Alright, let's see if we can beat this guy to death. Come on. Come on. You can hear. I love you can hear the sound of the gun dinking off of him. It's so pathetic. Okay. Let's try making a little break for it. Maybe we can scramble up this slope here and escape. Scrambling. Is that the right term for ascending a steep, somewhat rocky slope? I think that's right? I watched a very old movie a little while ago in the theater. Actually, they were doing a sort of a classic Japanese movie night, and I saw The Hidden Fortress. And there's kind of a funny scene where I won't spoil it because you guys should definitely go watch that if you like classic movies, because that's one of the inspirations for Star Wars. Actually, oh, we got a little bit of a crate situation going on here, bit of flipping. But yeah, The Hidden Fortress, good movie. I saw that, and I saw Shin Gojira. Which, really good. I like that movie a lot as well. I do like Godzilla. Godzilla is one of my, guilty pleasures, I guess you could say. I have seen all of them, and it's mildly embarrassing. But hey, you know, they're great. And, you know, for a lot of people, a lot of nerds like me, Japanese culture is anime. For me, it's Gojira. So, yeah. Let's climb up here. I'm not a weeboo, by the way. Don't be like, oh, this guy, like, oh, what a weeb, right? No, that ain't me. Alright, let's go up here. I'm just a dork who loves, I love dinosaurs, I love Star Wars, Harry Potter. I like all the dork things, but I do not like anime, actually. Funnily enough. I don't dislike it, I just not really interested. Oh, looks like we might be at the end of the level, actually. We get a nice disco floor here, too. Disco Inferno. Looks like we might be reaching the end of this level, because this might be a helipad. I suspect we might get that old ending cutscene we've seen oh so many times already. Let's see what happens. And... nope. Looks like we're not done yet. Okay, let's keep going. Keep on trucking. Keep on rocking in the Trez world. Oh, okay, never mind. We're done. So we'll skip the ending cutscenes, and that was what was that level called again? Mount Trez by morningstarring. Fun little level. Again, you know, a little bit more like vanilla. Still enjoyable, and I had a good time playing it. I hope you guys had a good time watching it. I'm sure you didn't. But if you did, you know, comment, I guess. You don't have to like or subscribe, like that's, you know, that's entirely up to you, but you can comment on the video if you want, because I will respond, and I love responding to people, especially if you have any interest in Trespasser, which I'm assuming you do, because you just watched, you know, me play this fucking shitty game for about, you know, an hour and half an hour and 5 minutes or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, this has been The Idiot. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in the future. Ciao.